Okay, we've got a rhetorical synthesis with the bullet points, always an identifier this, and it always says the student wants some goal we have to accomplish, okay? The goal here is specify the reason the Mayflower Compact was created. So why? We want to know why it was created, and the object is the Mayflower Compact. The Mayflower Compact. All right, let's read. John Carver was one of the 41 signatories of the Mayflower Compact. That doesn't tell us. The Mayflower Compact was a legal agreement among the Pilgrims that immigrated to Plymouth Colony. I think we're getting closer now. It is the Mayflower Compact. That's what it's referring to. Was created in 1622. This is purpose, to establish a common government. That's it. That's the why right there. That's why the compact was created. The compact, states that the Pilgrims who signed it wanted to plant the first colony in the northern parts of Virginia. So this is really the goal of the colonists, right? It's not really why the compact was created, although clearly it's part of the whole thing. Carver became the first governor. That's kind of irrelevant to the question. So it's to establish a common government. So stating that its signatories wanted to plant the first colony in Northern Virginia. That's what it stated, right? That is not exactly the goal or the reason why it was created. It's kind of the people's goal written in the compact. So, and it was a legal agreement. That doesn't really matter. That's extra information we don't need. So I don't think A is right. Created in 1620, the compact states the Pilgrims wanted to plant the first colony. So this is what the Pilgrims wanted. That is not exactly the reason the compact was created. It's what the Pilgrims, what they wanted from the compact, different than the question at hand. So A and B, they're kind of compelling. I could see students drawn in by these, but they're not really answering why the compact was created. The Mayflower Compact was created to establish a common government. That's it. It's right there. Among the Pilgrims that immigrated to Plymouth Colony. And that's useful extra details, that there are Pilgrims and they're immigrating to Plymouth. That's our answer. That's why the compact was created. D, the Mayflower Compact had 41 signatories. That's irrelevant. C is the answer. Again, rhetorical synthesis, the student wants, let's define the goal, to emphasize the order in which two of Jordan Benefit's exhibitions were held. So we care about the order, okay, and particularly of Jordan Bennett's exhibitions. So let's take a look. Jordan Bennett is a Mi'kmaq visual artist. The Mi'kmaq are a First Nations people in North America. Bennett's paintings pay homage to traditional Mi'kmaq craftsmanship and have been displayed in over 75 exhibitions. Here are the two exhibitions. His 2017, was held at the Grenfell Art Gallery. His 2018, was held at the Art Gallery of Nova Scotia. So for emphasizing the order, it's first in the Grenfell and second in the Nova Scotia galleries. So Jordan Benefit's 2007, no, we can't just talk about the 2017 if we want the order. We have to include both. Bennett's paintings, some of which appeared in 2017 and 2018, pay homage to Mi'kmaq. That's true, but that doesn't emphasize the order. That again is wrong. C, Mi'kmaq visual artist, Jordan is displayed over 70. No, that's not it. It's going to be D. Jordan Bennett's 2018, such and such, was held at the Art Gallery. Another was held at the Grenfell Art Gallery. That doesn't really emphasize the order, but it does indicate there is an order here. I'm going to hold on to that for just a second. I want to go back and check. Jordan Bennett exhibition. Oh, you know what? I think I missed A. Let's look at A again carefully. I think this has a better emphasis on the order. Jordan Benefit's 2017 exhibition was followed a year later. It didn't say 2018, which is what I was trying to key on, but it was followed by this exhibit. This is the order. That's our answer. This is not. It doesn't really say anything about the second or the first time. Just another was held at, that not order. That's why that's bad. So I skipped over that, followed a year later. I was looking for 2018 in type, but that's not how it's presented. So keep an eye out for those things. The student wants to introduce the scientist and her field of study to a new audience. Okay, not sure what scientist we're talking about, but we need a scientist and we need a field of study to a new audience. Okay, that's one that, she doesn't know. So we kind of have to explain something about them, I think. So marine biologist Gynes studies coral reefs. Okay, that's her field of study. Coral reefs are vital underwater ecosystems, provide habitats. That's not really important to the question. Reefs can include up to 8,000. This is all about reefs. The Amazon reef is a coral reef in Brazil. It is one of the largest known reefs in the world. Okay, so the student wants to introduce the scientist and her field of study. So she is the scientist. Okay, so we're introducing that, she studies coral reefs and their underwater ecosystems, right? And she's a biologist. That's her field of study. Okay, to an audience that's new, so maybe we need to describe in a little more detail exactly what that field of study is. So located in Brazil, the Amazon reef is one of the, that says nothing about her and her study. Marine biologist Camille Gynes studies coral reefs. This is about her and her field of study, and that she is a scientist, her field of study. Vital underwater ecosystems that provide homes, and something about what she is. What are the coral reefs she studies and why they're important, which is what you might present to a new audience. So this looks pretty good. I'm going to circle this. Let's check C and D. Providing homes to 25% of all marine species, including up to 8,000 fish, coral reefs, and that says nothing about her. It's not introducing her, the scientist. Okay. D, as Camille Gynes knows well, coral reefs are vital underwater systems. That's not presenting anything about her being a scientist, a biologist. That's wrong. The correct answer here is B. Okay, we've got another rhetorical synthesis. Our goal here is to emphasize a similarity in how critics responded to Troyer's book. So we must have critics. We've got a critic responding here. Oprah Magazine called it a marvel of research and storytelling. And another one dubbed it a monumental achievement. So the similarity is they both loved it. They both liked it. So Troyer's book, which is widely reviewed, focuses on says nothing about the similarity of critics. B, dubbed a monumental achievement by the Missoulian. Troyer's book documents over a century. That just says one critic, not a similarity. Critics praise Troyer's book for its compelling narrative. Okay, that's a similarity, right? The one called it a marvel of research. The other, granted that Troyer's storytelling skills shine in the book as an elegant handling of a complex narrative. So we do have another review up here I missed. The Troyer's storytelling skills shine. It's an elegant handling of a complex narrative. So is this a similarity? It's a marvel of research and storytelling. Its storytelling skills shine. That's a better similarity. This one just says it's a monumental achievement. That's not really a similarity. This is talking about storytelling together, which I think is a better similarity. And these two make for a better similarity as a result. C is going to be our answer. D, while the Missoulian focused on the book's broader achievement, the economy is zero. That's while as contrasting transition, we want similarity. C is correct. Okay, rhetorical synthesis. What does the student want to summarize the study? Okay, summarize the study would kind of highlighting the key points. Maybe summarize would be from beginning to end. Not just introducing the study, but summarizing the whole study. So let's take a look here. Emily Shepard and colleagues in UK, Germany studied the effect of wind on auks' success in landing at cliffside nesting sites. Okay, so that's what they studied, the wind on auks' ability to land. They found the results as wind conditions intensified. The bird needed more attempts in order to make. So the bird couldn't get it. As high winds, they had to try many times. When it was still almost 100%, so that means no wind there, no wind. When there was no wind, they landed every time. In a strong breeze, 40%. So we're actually putting some details to the results, basically. In near gale, which is really strong, that would be more strong than strong, only 20% were successful, okay? So how would we summarize the study? We'd say they studied auk's ability to land and their success in different wind conditions, which reduced as the wind went up. Something like that, I think, hits the key highlights. So for 2019 study, researchers collected data on auk's attempts to land at cliffs in different wind conditions. That's not really summarizing the study. It's background information, which maybe that's all we need to do, but it doesn't really tell us the results. So I don't think that's going to be right, but let's not exit out now. Shepard and colleagues wanted to know the extent to which wind affects auk's success in landing at cliffside nesting sites. Okay. So they conducted a study. Is that summarizing the study? No, that's just telling the reason why they studied. B is going to be wrong. C, knowing that auks often need multiple attempts to land at their cliffside nesting sites. Well, why would they necessarily know that? That's not a summary of the study. That's kind of a claim that they knew before the study. Emily Shepard studied the bird's success rate, which is only around in some... No, that's not a summary at all. Doesn't even hit all the highlighted points. Emily Shepard's study of auk's success in landing at cliffside nesting sites showed that as wind conditions intensified, the bird's success rate decreased. That's what we would use as a summary. Summary includes all the key ideas, including the results in the summary. A is missing the conclusion, the results. D is the better answer.